Following back-to-back defeats to Sweden and Mexico, South Korea need to beat Germany, who have already lost one of their matches, and hope Sweden lose in the other Group F game, which kicks off at the same time. Not just that, but the Taeguk Warriors must boast a better goal difference than both Germany and Sweden in order to make the next round. And for Tottenham winger Son, this clash takes on significantly added importance. What does Germany versus South Korea mean for Son Heung-min? The Spurs star, who scored his country's only World Cup goal so far with a stunning curler in the defeat to Mexico, faces 2 years of compulsory military service. All South Korean men, as instructed by law, must enlist for 2 years in the armed forces before the age of 28. Son turns 26 on July 8 and would be required to complete 21 months of service. The only hope of avoiding being drafted into the forces is success at a major international tournament with the national team. For example, South Korea's 2002 World Cup squad were granted exemption from conscription when the joint hosts reached the semi-finals. And in order for Son to achieve similar, he must win a gold medal at Asian Games in Jakarta, Indonesia between August 18 and September 2. He would still have to complete 4 weeks of basic training, but he would avoid the huge interruption to his footballing career. Men's football at the Asian Games sees an under-23s squad with 3 overage players included, with Son's star quality expected to see him picked. The Games, however, has taken part during Spurs' campaign. Leverkusen refused to sanction Son's involvement in 2014 and were not reprimanded by FIFA because the world governing body did not acknowledge the tournament. Korea won golden military freedom, but given the ramifications if Spurs did not give him permission to play later this year, it is likely the North London club will be forced to do so if, as expected, they are knocked out of the World Cup. Earlier this year, under-23s coach Kim Hak-beon told reporters, "I'm going to pick him unless there's a special situation. Son is the kind of a player who needs to be taken care of. We need to see whether he can actually join our team or not, but I believe there's not going to be a big problem. The selection issue is not only important for the player, but also for the club." Son previously had the chance to ensure his exemption at the 2016 Olympics in Rio, but South Korea fell short to Honduras in the quarterfinals to miss out on a medal. What has Son Heung-min said about military service? Not much, given the sensitivity and legal complexities of his situation. Son was pictured in tears after being left on the brink of a World Cup exit by Mexico, letting his emotions out in front of President Moon Jae-in, but he dismissed any idea that his sadness was over his potential military service. Son insisted, "As a Korean person, just being at the World Cup is a great honor. It is a very special stage. I was representing the Korean people and I didn't want to lose. It was very unfortunate. And I felt sorry for everyone, the players, the fans and the technical staff. That is why I cried." What would military service mean for Son's career? Son's conscription, if South Korea also failed to win the Asian Games, would cut out the best part of 2 years of his career at the peak of his powers. He was excellent for Mauricio Pochettino's men last term, providing 18 goals and 11 assists. In 53 appearances as Spurs finished third and reached the FA Cup semi-finals. Conscription would not end his career altogether though. Instead, it would likely see him join up with the K-League's Army team, Sangju Sangmu. The situation means the Lily Whites have yet to hand Son a new contract despite the desire to reward his progress given the risk of a potential 21-month absence from the club. Talks over a fresh deal could be postponed until after the Asian Games, when his future will become clear, with the player still currently under contract at the club until June 2020. Son would still have several years left to play at top-flight level after his spell in the forces.